If this is the first trailer that we're going to get, this feels like a lot. This doesn't feel like a teaser trailer. This feels like a lot. Hey everyone, Andrew here, Melbourne Superman, super fit cosplay. Got some exciting stuff for you. So I've heard some details about the trailer that has been put together for the new Superman movie, Superman 2025, directed by James Gunn, starring David Cornsweet. So these trailer details have come out really recently, so take this all with a grain of salt, right? We don't actually know what to expect from the trailer, but I have heard that there was a test trailer that was shown to test audiences to see what their reactions were. Now, of course, this happens a lot, so test trailers, the actual movie will be tested in front of tested audiences because the producers, the directors, the team, they want to know how it's being responded to. And so this movie has, I believe, cost $360 million. So, like, for that kind of money, you, like, want to make sure that you've got something good that audiences are going to like. So we do test audiences. So a lot of this information, or all of this information really, is unverified, but from reliable sources. So this rough trailer was shown a few weeks back. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about some of the things that what we have heard that were in this trailer. So certain scenes, certain things of characters. So there are going to be spoilers here. So if this is what we're actually going to see for the trailer, it is going to be spoiler territory. But, again, nothing is verified. So the first thing that I thought was really interesting. The trailer played music, again, allegedly, from the John Williams score. Now, this apparently was set up to make it an uplifting and upbeat, light sort of tone. This obviously doesn't mean that this is the music that's going to be used in the movie. But the fact that they used this particular music is very interesting because the John Williams score does set a specific tone. It's light, it's actiony, it's heroic, right? The next thing, we see Superman crashing into the snow in the Arctic, little battle damage, and then the next scene we see Lex Luthor stepping off of the helicopter bald. Now, I don't know if this is in the Arctic or if this is in a city, but apparently the characteristics, traits of him, arrogant, smugness, this was really coming across in the trailer. The next scene we may see is the Green Lantern flipping tanks with ease using, of course, the flick of his wrist, the ring. Now, this scene was not reportedly finished in terms of VFX. So there's going to be a few scenes like that don't actually have VFX finished, which is, I think, pretty stock standard for test trailers especially. We also see a scene with a woman taking selfies with a superhero behind her, shooting some kind of energy out of their hands. So I think this is probably something that is a relatable thing to the times, of course. So, that's the thing about these movies that come out today is, like, we have to, they go out of their way to make it relatable to what's going on. Like, they'll see somebody filming a TikTok or somebody taking a selfie or whatever it is. I've always thought that was really interesting. It's interesting to see, especially when you see like a sequel come out. Like, I haven't seen the new Beetlejuice movie yet, but like, for example, like when the second Hocus Pocus came out or whatever, it's like they riddled it with stuff that is relevant today. That's not really relevant to the story, but it's like we've got to make it relevant to people. So let's throw in selfies and TikTok. So the next scene we see is allegedly of Superman flying. Now, again, the VFX weren't added to this. You can still see the strings and the harnesses. We then see Superman protecting a child, showing us a little bit more about how he's going to be. He's going to be the savior, right? The savior character. We might see Superman in battle holding back a Godzilla-type monster. Maybe that's the scene that we were watching. Well, what he was getting ready for in that first official look that we got at the suit in that photo where he's putting on his boots. We might expect to see a scene with Lois Lane and a coworker talking about Superman, and the coworker being really giddy and excited and a little bit cringe. Lois seemingly serious and judgmental. So, like, really looks like the trailer has done a good job, if this is all true, of sort of putting the characteristics into these characters that you can see them really well and see what they're exactly going to be. The next scene we might see is Superman and Lois flying, a little bit reminiscent of Superman Returns when they're flying up off the roof. The VFX again in this scene may have been unfinished. We see Daily Planet and the sign. Now, there was a really interesting piece of scenery where Superman is screaming whilst he's trying to hold back something. But again, the VFX wasn't finished, so we don't know what he's trying to hold back, but he was screaming in pain or just really trying to do whatever it is he was doing. So that's a majority of what we could see, like, in terms of scenes. Now, who knows what's true? Who knows what's going to stick? Who knows if this has even happened? But apparently now, after the trailer, audiences were giving questionnaires regarding Crypto. So those of you who don't know, Crypto is, of course, the Superdog, who was not shown in the trailers, which may be because the VFX weren't complete. But they wanted to know what audiences thought about Crypto. They wanted to know what the audiences thought about the tone, Lois, Lex, Superman, the characteristics. And they wanted to know their preference of tone. Do they want something romantic, upbeat, dark, light? So obviously they want to compare it to what we got with the Snyderverse. I don't believe Zack Snyder was mentioned, but that's what we have. So I think that that's really interesting. I think there's a lot of interesting things there. I know this is kind of really into spoiler territory now, but it's really exciting. Like, it's exciting. Like, if this is the first trailer that we're going to get, this feels like a lot. This doesn't feel like a teaser trailer. This feels like a lot. Like, I was under the impression that we're going to get a teaser trailer in December and we might not even see Superman in it. But if this is what we're working with, who knows? Who knows? Like, what do you think? What do you think we're going to see in December if we see a trailer in December? Do you think this is legit? Comment down below. I'd love to know what you think. What would you like to see in a trailer? Really interested to me. So look, that's all I have to say about that. I think I'm really excited to see it. I'm getting more and more excited about this project as we go. But that's all I have to say. Look, if you had fun watching this video, if you enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notifications bell, ding ding. Follow me, Melbourne Superman, on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.